So I get asked a lot on my channel what broker I use to buy and sell my stocks and do all of my research through. So in this video, I just want to explain to you guys which broker I use and why I think they are the best option. Now, if you are a US resident, you can use this broker. You just cannot sign up for a registered account through them since they are based in Canada. So if you want a Roth IRA or anything like that, then unfortunately you cannot use this broker. But with that being said, if you are in the US and you are looking for a new broker to invest through, then I think that these guys could still be a great option for you. And the broker that I do use is called Questrade. So now I just want to take you guys through Questrade's website and their platforms, as well as their market research tools, because they are very in-depth. So with all that being said, let's just start the video. So this right here is Questrade's homepage. So when you guys click the link in my description, this is the page you will be brought to. So let's just start this video out with the juicy stuff, which is Questrade's pricing, which is also the reason why I use these guys. Because I do believe that Questrade's pricing is the most affordable option, or at least as far as I have found. So this is their self-directed investing pricing. So if we scroll down, we can see exactly what it is. So stocks start as low as 1 cent per share with a minimum of $4.95 to a maximum of $9.95. So you're paying anywhere between $5 and $10 basically to buy and sell stocks. As for ETFs, ETFs are completely free to buy, but you do have to pay when you want to sell an ETF. And selling an ETF is the same price as selling a regular stock. So you'll be paying anywhere from $5 to $10 to sell your ETF. And as for options, it is $9.95 plus $1 per contract. So for basically everything I talk about on my channel, this is how much you will be paying if you are using Questrade, which is basically $5 to $10 to buy and sell a stock. And then down here, they have all their mutual funds, bonds, and GICs. But again, this is not stuff that I talk about on my channel. But if you are interested in any of these things, then here are all the prices for you to read. But again, on my channel, we don't talk about any of this stuff really, so I'm not going to get into all of that. I know I'm going to get asked if Questrade has margin, so yes, Questrade does have margin, even though I go against using it. I personally believe that if you are not very experienced in the stock market, that you should not be using margin because it increases your risk so much. But with that being said, I know that some people love to trade on margin, so yes, Questrade does offer margin accounts. And a margin account is actually what I use. I just don't really take advantage of the actual margin trading. So I want to go back to the trading fees because with Questrade, you can sign up to be what is called an active trader, and you can actually save some more money on your commissions. So let's go up to pricing and go to the active trader pricing, and it will bring you to this page. And the main difference here is where before, when you were paying a cent per share traded, active trader commissions give you a $4.95 per trade flat fee. So even if you are buying more shares of a company, you are not paying anything over $5 to place a trade. Also, your options are basically half as much if you are an active trader as well. And ETFs you can buy for free, but selling is still $5. So the main benefit to being an active trader is you are only paying $5 per trade flat fee. You will never be paying $10 to make a trade if you are an active trader with Questrade. And if you guys don't know, this is extremely cheap. So if you are someone with a small account who is making trades in the stock market, this is a great option for you. And this is also why I personally use Questrade. And then down here we have the Canadian and US market data packages. And I know that some people might think that this is a ripoff, but if you want level 2 with any other broker, you are going to be paying upwards of $100 a month. So Questrade offering level 2 for only $90 a month is honestly very reasonable. And it is the cheapest that I have been able to find. Another thing about this fee is it is 100% rebatable, depending on how much you actually trade. So if you're someone like me who trades quite often, you'll never actually pay this $90 a month fee. And this is why right here. So we have the partial rebate, which is trade more than $48.95 in commissions and get an automatic rebate of $19.95. And this is basically what I achieve every month because I am in and out of the markets quite often. So every month I'm saving about $20 on my monthly fee. So I'm only paying about $70 a month to get all of this additional information. And then you get a full rebate if you spend more than $399.95 in trading commissions in 1 month. Now, I don't trade quite that much, but I do know that there are some day traders out there who may spend more than this in commissions every month. And if you are someone who spends over $400 in commissions every month buying and selling stocks, then you will get all of this stuff for completely free. I also want to point out that if you are a long-term investor, that you don't really need level 2 or all of this live streaming data. If you're someone who likes to just buy stocks and hold them for months, then basically all of this you don't need to pay for, and the only fees that you will be paying is to buy and sell stocks, which will be about $5 every single time you do that, which again is quite cheap. And to prove that, I have TD's pricing open right here. So I live in Canada and TD is basically the main competitor of Questrade. And I was actually using TD before I found Questrade. And if we scroll down to all of TD's pricing, you can see that you can kind of more customize and build exactly what you want. But if you do want level 2 for everything, you are going to be looking at over $100 a month. So again, Questrade is actually cheaper. And then if we head over to TD's commissions, you can see that they charge a flat fee of $10 per trade. So if you're trading through Questrade and you're an active trader or you're not buying that many shares of a stock, then Questrade is over 50% cheaper than TD. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're buying and selling stocks all the time, then these commission rates really rack up. So I just wanted to show you guys TD's pricing to show you that Questrade is a lot cheaper. Another huge advantage to Questrade is that if you only have Canadian dollars in your account, you can still buy US stocks in US dollars without having to pay a conversion fee on your money. For example, when I was with TD, I wanted to buy $4,000 worth of a US dollar stock, but I only had Canadian dollars in my account. So when I purchased the US dollar stock, I ended up paying over $150 in conversion fees alone. So a $150 conversion fee on $4,000 is almost a 5% hit right off the bat, which is absolutely ridiculous. And with Questrade, if you have $4,000 in Canadian in your account, essentially what you're doing is you're just borrowing the US equivalent directly from Questrade without having to pay any fees at all. And this alone is a huge advantage because you never have to hold any US dollars in your Canadian account. Whereas with TD, if you want to trade US stocks, you actually have to convert a huge amount of your money into US dollars just to buy and sell US stocks. And it's just a huge hassle and it costs way too much money. So this is another huge benefit to having a Questrade broker account. And on the flip side, if you have US dollars in your account, you can buy as much Canadian stock as you want with paying absolutely no conversion fees ever. So at this point, if you want to open an account, you simply go here and you open an account. And then you can choose whichever account you want to open. So for us Canadians, we can open a tax-free savings account or an RSP, a retirement savings account. And if you live in the US, then your option is basically a margin account, which is still a great account to open. And I also want to let you guys know that with a margin account, you can actually short sell stocks, which is essentially profiting on a stock that is going down rather than up. So now I want to show you guys what it actually looks like on Questrade's website platform once you sign up for an account. So right here, you can see the summary of your account and you can have your positions, orders, executions, and all of that stuff. And right now I don't hold any stocks in this account. This account is 100% cash for me at this point. And this is not my main investing account. This is actually just my day trading play account. So that is why this account is all cash right now. But anyways, over here you have your order entry, and this is where you can type in any stock you want, such as Apple. And then you can put in the quantity, limit, and limit price, and you can place all of your orders right here. You also have your watch list. So right here I have all of my marijuana stocks that I'm watching. And then you have your stocks, options, and news, and alerts. So you can set up your own custom alerts. But I'm not even gonna play around and lie to you guys. I don't use Questrade's website, and I personally don't really enjoy using their website. Questrade has a few other platforms that I believe are just far superior to what their website offers. So let's just get into their platforms because they are completely free, and I believe that you guys will get a lot more value out of the platforms Questrade offers. So Questrade's platform is called IQ Edge, and this is the main platform I use to do all of my research and all of my trading. And again, IQ Edge is completely free for anyone who has an account through Questrade. If you don't have an account through Questrade, then you can still try IQ Edge completely risk-free for 90 days through Questrade's website. All you have to do is give your basic information and they will email you a username and a password as well as a download link to get IQ Edge for free. And this right here is IQ Edge, and this is the free platform. So it says that I have $500,000 in cash, which is not true. I wish that were true. But they're giving you $500,000 in virtual money to go play with on this platform. And this platform is completely customizable. So I'm just gonna show you guys kind of how I have my own personal setup. So personally, I like to have 4 charts open when I am watching the markets. So all you have to do to add a chart is literally just click chart from up here on the menu, and then you can move it around and place it exactly where you want. And I'm just gonna do this very quickly, so I'm not gonna make it all perfect and whatever, but I just wanna show you guys essentially what you can do with this platform. So I like to have my order entry somewhere along the side here, as well as my level 2, so I can see what is going on in the markets. You can also create a watch list and then add a new watch list. And then you can create it and just name it like marijuana, which is one of my watch lists. And then you can add stocks such as ACB, OGI, CGC, and you can start building your watch list, and it will give you a bunch of information on these stocks, such as the volume and what their changes on the day, as well as their current stock price. You also have your news and insights box. So for Aurora, if we were looking at Aurora today, I could just search ACB and see if there are any news articles available for that company. Unfortunately, it looks like Aurora has no new news for today, so there's nothing popping up. You can also add in screeners and then make your own custom screeners. So if you want to find the top gainers for a day, for example, you can literally just go here and click top gainers and then change your criteria to whatever you want. So if you want the screener to scan for a certain volume or a certain percent change, a certain market cap, day range, literally whatever, even PE ratios, you can scan for all of that throughout the entire market. So this is a very useful platform, and this is the main platform that I use to do all of my videos and all of my day trading and essentially everything I do in the market. It is basically all done through this platform. And again, this is a very quick setup of the platform, but you can see how easy it is to just get on here and put in what you need. And again, if you do have an account with Questrade, you get access to this platform completely for free. Another thing that I want to point out is that when you use IQ Edge, you can have multiple different layouts all saved. So for example, I have this one right here for when I decide to record a new video on a stock. And then I have another one right here where I can just analyze and look at one stock chart instead of having 4 charts off to the side. So this is a screen I use when I'm just focusing on one stock and doing research into just one company. But a very useful tool for doing research on companies through Questrade is to go up here and hit this research button and open Market Intelligence. This is another free platform you get through having an account with Questrade. And this is one of the best research engines I use when I'm researching new investments. So for example, let's go look at Apple again on Questrade Market Intelligence. And let's go look at analysis. So right here we have an analyst and all of his notes on the company. We also have the current price and his consider buy recommendation and his consider sell recommendation. We also have the economic mode, what the bulls are saying, what the bears are saying, and the competitors to Apple, and Apple's business strategy and outlook. So when you're researching a new investment, this is a very good place to go and take a look at the company you are considering investing into. Along with an analyst's opinion on a new investment, you also have a lot of data into the current and previous financials of the company. So right here we can see Apple's revenue by quarter all the way back to 2017. And if we go to the balance sheet, we can look back as far as 10 years to get an idea of how well Apple is growing, to see if we think that it's going to continue growing into the future. So if we go all the way back to 2010, we can see that Apple had about $25 billion in cash. And then if we go all the way over to 2019, they have about $100 billion in cash today. We can also look at cash flow over the recent 10 years and see that all the way back in 2010, they were making about $14 billion a year. And then we can see today they are making about $55 billion a year, and they actually made more money in 2018. So using this information, we can actually see that Apple's revenue is down about $4 billion from 2018. And this market research provides a ton of useful information, such as also free cash flow. This is another very good thing to track when you are potentially looking at a new investment. And this goes all the way back 10 years, which is a very useful time frame. Questrade Market Intelligence provides a lot more data than you'll find on something like Yahoo Finance. So if you are currently using Yahoo Finance and you want a serious upgrade, then Questrade Market Intelligence could be a great option for you as well. We can even click on the Insiders tab and see how many insiders are selling versus buying any stock. So right now we're looking at Apple again, and we can see that more insiders are currently selling than buying Apple stock. There's currently about $15 million worth of total selling volume versus about $1 million worth of buying volume. So when you're looking into any company, you can see what the insiders are doing and if they're buying or selling the stock to get a good idea if you should be buying and selling the stock as well. Because I know a lot of people like to track what the insiders of the company are doing with their money and with their shares of the company. And then right here, we also have key ratios for any business. So if you want to look at the dividends, the earnings per share, the net income, the operating margins, all of that stuff is right here on Market Intelligence. So this is another very good reason why I prefer to use Questrade's other platforms rather than the actual website itself. Because the website itself doesn't provide you with information like this when you are looking at getting into a new investment. And honestly, Market Intelligence is one of the most powerful tools I use when I'm looking into all of my new investments. This is like the Bible of investments for me. I come here and I take a look through all of this information to make sure that I am making a good, new, wise investment. So I think I made my point pretty clear as to why I use Questrade. And honestly, from all of the research that I've done, they completely blow all of the other competitors that I've looked into out of the water, and they honestly don't even really stand a chance. Obviously, I could be wrong and there could be better options out there. So if you guys have any brokers that you personally use that you think are better, then leave them down in the comments below, and I would love to take a look through those brokers that you guys are using. Also, if you guys are looking into opening a Questrade account or you are considering it, then please click the link in my description because you will receive $50 in free trades, which is essentially 10 free buys and sells. I am an affiliate with Questrade, so that's just a nice little gift to you guys being my viewers. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, then please remember to just leave a like on it. Leaving a like on the video just really helps you to promote my content to a wider audience, and it really helps my channel grow. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video.